How's it going, everyone? I want to make a quick video discussing the current market and where I think we could be going. As you know, the last few weeks of crypto has been pretty rough, and you've probably lost a good amount of money. But with that being said, I think that's all a part of the process because if you look at this chart that I'm showing on the screen right now, uh, since I've been in Bitcoin for about a year now, and here this is where I got in. So I got in right when the market was crashing. I basically got in the top right here at like $1,200, and over the next couple weeks after that top, Bitcoin dropped down to like 750, 760. So obviously I was pretty disappointed in my investment. I lost almost half the value of what I invested, and I thought maybe I just got in at the wrong time of the bubble, but I just stuck with it. I held, and then a couple months later, it got to new high. Then another crash. Everybody was saying it's over, it's over. And what do you know? It rises again, and then it reaches a new high right here in about June, and then it stays stagnant for a while. And people are still speculating. Oh, is this the pop of the bubble? Is this the bubble pop? And they just get proven wrong over and over again. You look here. This is the end, right? It's when it really wasn't. It went down. You would have lost maybe 40% on your investment if you invested in the top. Rose again and corrected. And then now we see people are calling this a Bitcoin crash. And I mean, it is a crash because if you look at these other corrections here, it wasn't as drastic as this one. But what you have to take into account is the amount of exponential growth that led up to the correction. So if you bought Bitcoin at $19,000, you're obviously like pissed because it's hovering around 8,000 right now. It even broke down to 7,000 something a couple days ago. But if you've held to this point, you're gonna be happy in a couple months, I think, because uh, for the last year it's repeated this pattern over and over again, and there's usually something in the market that triggers a FUD. But I think that these corrections are just normal people who are investing losing money because the people who control the market are the people with millions and millions of dollars invested. These whales have millions of dollars, and they just increase their stacks on these corrections. But normal people who listen to the mainstream media saying that Bitcoin's a scam, it's a bubble, it's popping, it's crashing, they're going to get scared and they're going to sell at a loss, and that just transfers the wealth from the rich. I mean, from the poor to the rich. But I have a few other things I want to show you that could suggest that we're getting ready for another bull run here. I mean, not only does the like if you look at the trend line, we're still following the trend line for the last since about 2016. We're still right above the trend line. See, it kisses the trend line every time, and that's usually where the correction ends. See, right here, 8,000 or 7,800 touches the trend line, bounces back up. You see here, 3,000 bounces back up, touches the trend line again, and it bounces back up. But one thing I should say to be weary of, if it does break this trend line and it goes beneath it, then that could suggest a free fall all the way to zero. But as you can see, it kissed the trend line and now it stabilized today. Bitcoin went up back up past 9,000. So let me show you some things in the press that are giving me some hope. So here you can see some speculation about eBay. So eBay just dropped PayPal as their main payment option. And a lot of people are saying that they may adapt to cryptocurrency, maybe Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, something else. I wouldn't expect them to adopt Bitcoin because of the transaction fees and the amount of time it takes to transfer, but I do see them possibly, using Ripple or maybe Litecoin as a payment process because of the fast and uncongested network. But that's something to look out for. I mean, of course, press like this is good because that's something you want to see for Bitcoin. And then you can see, you probably heard about this, but crypto is coming to Robinhood, which is a huge stock trading app where you can trade stocks for 0% fees. And people are saying this might be the Coinbase killer because Coinbase has transaction fees from 2 to 4% on any buy, sell, transfer, whatever. But Robinhood is suggesting a 0% trading fee, that would be huge for crypto because you're hard pressed to find somewhere where you can can, trade with 0% because almost every exchange charges. But, you know, this is going to get a lot of people who have just been investing in stocks on Robinhood to go into Bitcoin. And here, I'll read this paragraph here. It says, by coming to Robinhood, cryptocurrencies are officially becoming a mainstream investing option. With clear regulation on the new currency, without clear regulation on the new currencies yet, this could be the tipping point for federal governments to start outlining how to treat it. In the long term, this is great for cryptocurrencies as a whole, and it is greatly lowering the barrier of entry for people, and as well as expanding for their potential market by 3 million users. Overall, it would be interesting to see how the currencies react to the new market and mainstream focus, as well as how governments attempt to regulate them. I think this sentence, right here is huge because for the longest time, the whole crypto space has been so like developery. If you don't really know what you're doing, it's kind of hard to get started unless you're talking to somebody who knows what they're doing. So I think this coming to Robinhood is a huge thing because it's easy. People know how to. Most people have user-friendly stock apps, and Robinhood is one of them. And crypto coming to Robinhood could be big because all the baby boomers and people who don't really know how to use this technology are going to be able to access it pretty easily. Another thing I saw in the press was the little Square credit card swipers. They're now adding Bitcoin as an option for payment. And here I'll show you a picture of what that looks like. Payment. You've probably seen them in like small businesses where you have this little thing that connects to a phone and you just swipe your card with it. They announced that they're going to start using Bitcoin as one of the payment options on it, and that's going to be big because you can use it every day. And there goes people's argument that you can't use it for payments, which now you can. So that's big. I also think another thing. This might not be related. It might be, but the S&P 500 had a huge drop yesterday on Friday, and it dropped 666 points. And I mean, if this is the biggest drop since the 2008 financial crisis, and if it keeps dropping from here, I definitely think there could be a big transfer of wealth from the stock market to crypto because these people are going to want to make money, and crypto they've all heard about it. They know it's the exponential growth, and now that these people are announcing uh, that it's coming to these mainstream options, they might not be as scared of investing anymore, and they might take some of their money that is in stocks and put it in crypto. I think that's a very likely possibility if the stock market truly enters a bear market in the next couple months. That's it for today, guys. I just want to do a quick update. Last few weeks have been hard, but I definitely think that there's good things to come. I'll be back soon. Sorry for not posting in a while. That's it. Thanks.